Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're doing something really fun. We're going to walk through this entire Windows 11 chapter, basically line by line, to master everything it has to offer. And then we're going to tackle the practice questions at the back of the chapter together to lock it all in. Let's just dive right in. So here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, meet Windows 11. 2, cool new features. 3, exploring the desktop. 4, shutting down safely. And 5, practice time. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Meet Windows 11. You know, when you fire up your PC, you're not just opening an app. You're booting up the operating system, or OS. Think of it like the engine of a car. It's that invisible, essential force under the hood that runs literally everything else. It's what lets over 1 billion of us work, play, and create every single day. But Windows wasn't always this slick. Believe it or not, before Windows, you had to type out these complex text commands just to get the computer to do anything. Microsoft dropped the very first visual version, Windows 1.0, way back in 1985. And from there, it evolved through the classics like 3.1, 95, and XP, constantly adapting to our needs to become the modern Windows 11 we use today. Moving right along to Section 2, cool new features. Right off the bat, Windows 11 brings this incredibly fresh, almost Mac-like aesthetic. You've got these smooth, rounded corners and really calming pastel shades. But the biggest shift? The Start menu and taskbar are now dead center. And this isn't just for looks, actually. Centering everything significantly reduces eye travel, especially if you're on a wider monitor. It just makes your whole workflow feel way more balanced. And it's not just a visual upgrade. Over on the left side of your screen, you now have personalized widgets for things like your local weather, stocks, or top sports stories. But on the right, oh man, this is a total game changer for multitasking. Snap groups and snap layouts. Instead of endlessly dragging and manually resizing windows, you can instantly snap a massive window down the middle and tile smaller ones on the sides. It completely kills desktop clutter. The upgrades just keep coming, too. You can actually run Android apps right on your PC now, thanks to the Amazon App Store integration. If you're a gamer, compatible machines now support high dynamic range, or HDR, plus direct storage to load game assets faster than ever. But my absolute favorite feature, virtual desktops. You can literally set up totally separate workspaces, one for your personal stuff, one for school, and one strictly for gaming, all on the exact same machine. Okay, on to Section 3, exploring the desktop. So, when you log in, this is your home base. And down at the bottom is that newly centered taskbar. Think of this as your digital tool belt. It holds 7 main icons, starting right in the middle with the iconic Start menu button, proudly rocking that new Windows 11 logo. Right next to Start, you've got some heavy-hitting navigation tools. Second in line is the search function, that little magnifying glass. This is how you instantly find any file or app without digging through endless folders. Over on the far left, you've got your widgets board. And the third icon? That's your task view. This is the magic button that lets you instantly hop between those virtual desktops we just talked about. Sliding further down the tool belt, the fourth icon is File Explorer, basically the master filing cabinet for your whole machine. Quick pro tip for you right from the book here, you can skip the mouse entirely and just hit the Windows key plus the letter E on your keyboard to pop this open instantly. And of course, if you ever need to tweak how your computer behaves, like adjusting your Wi-Fi, just hit the Start menu and find that settings gear. Next up, Section 4, shutting down safely. When you're wrapping up for the day, you've got to pack up properly. It's a simple 3-step process. Click the Start menu, hit the power button on the bottom right, and select Shutdown. Or, if you want to look like a total power user, just press Alt plus F4, Pick Shutdown from the drop-down list and hit Enter. Boom. Done safely. I really have to stress this next point, though. Never, ever just press the physical power button on your computer case to turn it off. I know it's super tempting to treat it like a lamp, but your OS is constantly writing data in the background. If you cut the power out of nowhere, you can permanently corrupt your files and seriously mess up your software. Always, always use the Start menu to give your PC time to safely pack up. All right, Section 5, Practice Time. Let's dive into the back of the chapter Q&A and see exactly what we've learned today. First up, a multiple choice question. When was the very first version of Windows, Windows 1.0, launched? Was it 2010, 1985, 2011, or 2021? Take a second to lock in your answer. If you said 1985, you nailed it. It's actually pretty wild to think this platform has been growing and adapting for almost 4 decades now. Okay, question 2. What is the second icon located on the new Windows 11 taskbar? Is it the Start menu, Task View, Search, or File Explorer? Picture that centered tool belt in your head, reading from left to right. Yup, it's Search. The Start menu is dead center at number 1, and the Search magnifying glass is sitting right there next to it at number 2. Ready to go. Let's switch it up with some true or false. Windows 11 is the successor to Windows 8. Think back to that operating system timeline we discussed earlier. That one is absolutely false. Windows 11 actually replaced Windows 10. Windows 8 is from way further back in the archives. Finally, let's crush this match the columns puzzle by connecting our vocab words to their definitions. Watch how this comes together. Windows 1.0 matches with launched in 1985. Widgets connect to can be personalized to show your interests. Snap groups link up with a collection of apps you're using at once. And Task View pairs perfectly with switch between multiple desktops. And there you have it. We've walked through the whole chapter and totally aced the practice questions. You know the history, you know how to navigate the slick new interface, and you know how to safely use absolute power features like virtual desktops and snap groups. But here's the real question to leave you with. Now that you hold the keys to this incredibly powerful system, what amazing project are you going to build with your computer today? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.